now tuned in to the premier program for all of your business resources, Small Business NOLA, with your host, Reuben DeTiege.
Hi, welcome back to Small Business NOLA. I am here with you, Reuben DeTiege, your host, and we got a wonderful show for you. We got a lot of good information. Constance is not here today, but I'm here with you, and we got two wonderful women that are going to come on here and tell you about two wonderful programs, one educational and one entrepreneurial, and we'll get into that. But again, you know, we produce events with Small Business NOLA, and we got something coming up. I want to just kind of put you on the radar for it. We have saved the date, July 13th, which is a Saturday at the UNO Lindy Boggs Center. We're having the Greater New Orleans Women's Business Summit, and it's going to be some vending there. There's going to be some wonderful speakers. There's going to be networking after the program's over with. It starts at 10 o'clock. You can go and register. Call this number if you're interested in getting online with this thing or vending or wanting to come. It's going to be free of charge, but you're going to have to register. It's 504-358-3299. 504-358-3299. It's a free program. It's going to be all-day information empowerment for women. There's going to be a lot of good speakers there. We're going to have some networking. There's going to be a lot of door prizes. We want to see your face in the place. So at the UNO Lindy Boggs Center, which everybody knows is a good place, and we've had some of our other conferences there, AEI, and that's a good segue because we got somebody here who worked with me with that. So without further ado, we're going to be talking here today about what we call Louisiana Course Choice, and it's a Smart Start program, and it's educational. So for you non-traditional students and parents of non-traditional students, you want to hear. And this is my good friend Toni Hackett, Antrum. Thank you for coming on.
Well, thank you, Reuben. Thank you.
Toni has worked with me with Good Work Network, and I just told her before the show, I've always been so proud. Toni was with first Washington Hackett, which was at the time the largest African-American pension management firm. And then she left from there and she started her own thing with the Hackett Group, and she's now involved with this. And Toni and I worked on the AEI conference together, if you remember. We had that, and that thing's been going together about 5 years, and we did a great job with that. Pat yourself on the back. And we had the week, so we're going to continue with this new thing. But tell us a little bit about what you're doing and how you got involved with this, and tell us, you know, a little bit about it.
Well, thank you, Reuben. Thank you so much for having me today. But the Hackett Group, as you know, I started in the business in the investment field, and when I started the Hackett Group, we really are still a registered investment advisory firm, SEC registered, but I made sure that we did not just pension-related things, but worked on public policy issues. So I've worked in this past couple of years with the Hackett Group on some pension work with the City of New Orleans around the City Pension Fund, Firefighters Fund. But then I ended up getting involved with some other policy issues, did something on criminal justice system, worked on a project around efficiency in city government, and now this is really my first education project to work on, and I'm just very excited about it because I think for so many in New Orleans, and especially in the African American community, really education is the key. And this is just so interesting because it fits into what is the new education landscape in New Orleans since Katrina. And it is very fragmented. And you know, there are all kinds of educational choices, and all the schools that you and I knew about when we grew up, and we don't know where they are. Some are in the RSD system, some are Orleans Parish School System, some are part of the charters, and charters within the charter, part of these system schools. So here's something else that parents and students need to look at. And the key thing, because of this new fragmented system, is parents and students have to be involved with their education. There are lots of choices, and there are now some opportunities for to expand kind of the educational choices for our students at lower performing schools.
So the days of sitting back with your hands behind your back, hands off, are gone.
Right, absolutely.
So I'm going to say this so we can start this thing off right, so I'm sure everybody wants to know. Get a pen and paper at home, because you're going to want to copy this information down. So I'm telling you right now, she's going to give you a lot of good information, and if we can put her contact information up there. The key word is this is all no cost to you. This is free. The program is free. There's a tablet computer that's involved that's free, and there's a data plan that's free. All of that's free. So tell us about Louisiana Course Choice.
Louisiana Course Choice, the state of Louisiana now has approved about 40 or so providers to provide some new educational, lots of courses into the school system. And it is especially geared to students at lower performing or frankly failing schools. The provider that I'm working with is Smart Start Education. They work in about 7 or 8 school districts, states around the country, about 40 different school districts. And I'm with Smart Start. Smart Start Virtual Academy is a fully web-based or virtual online course curriculum. We offer all of the core courses that a student needs to get out of high school, the full courses, and everything is web-based or virtual. But this is not with the virtual courses, you need a computer. So we are offering for a student that enrolls in one class, Algebra 1, or maybe enroll in all 5 courses. We are giving each student a tablet computer so that they can access the courses anytime, anywhere, a tablet computer, including a data plan, so that the student won't have to look for a computer and look where and figure out when they're going to be able to go online and continue with the class. So this is completely free for students that are at the lower performing or failing schools, and unfortunately in New Orleans that's really
now what's the
a
range?
lot of them.
Is that 10th grade to 12th grade? Or?
It really is it's all of the courses that you need to graduate from high school. So 7th grade all the way through 12th grade. So the courses begin with all of those: Spanish 1, Algebra 1. We know now physical science, some of our 7th and 8th graders can start taking that so that they can get ahead with their high school credits. It's also a wonderful way for students to recover credits that they've lost. They want to catch up. They want to graduate. And we say 7th through 12th grade, but it is also for students that are outside of the system, who have technically dropped out, who want to come back into the school system to recover those
credits. Like you told me earlier, overaged 8th grader.
Overaged 8th grader.
A 19-year-old senior.
Absolutely. Right. And because really we now know that this whole model of every student sitting in a class from 8 to 3 all day long doesn't work for all students. Some of our students have to work. They've got to earn a living. Some of our students are taking care of children at home, taking care of parents.
Right.
So we have to offer sort of innovative ways for our students to be able to graduate. It's just so important to have a high school diploma. This is really not a GED program because you know, a high school diploma is really the best asset for a student who wants to move forward. And we also know that these online courses, you know, the courses curriculum is very interactive. It's the way a lot of our children learn now. It's easier for them to do their work through this method. And all of the course curriculum is what's called competency-based. So if you're taking Algebra 1, you don't go to the next section until you know the previous section.
So all fully accredited. There's all certified instructors monitoring your activity.
Absolutely.
You can contact them if you need help or...
Absolutely. All of the courses are fully accredited, so if you're taking biology, there's a biology teacher who's a subject matter expert, certified in biology, and through virtual blackboards, through classroom chats, through Skype, the teacher is able to, it's really almost having individual attention. And with course choice, students really don't fall through the crack. This is a state program by the State Department of Education, and for every 2 weeks we have to provide a progress report to the student, to their home school, and to the state, so that the guidance counselor at the school knows how that student is doing in this class. I have enrolled, so there's a lot of accountability. And I've enrolled and talked to students who want to accelerate. One student she really feels she's at a lower performing school, but she really wants to move forward more quickly.
And it's at your own pace kind of thing.
And at your own pace. And some people want to move more quickly. On the other hand, I have students and this is perfect for students who have any kind of exceptionality. So if you're technically special ed, or so you want to go a little bit slower. And we all know in some courses, like math courses, some students are sitting in math class and going, oh, gee, I know this part already. I wish we'd go faster.
Algebra, man, hated that.
And so, but there are other students who are in the class who are saying, oh, wow, I wish that we could just go over that one more time, and then I'll get it. And we know what happens once a student starts falling behind, and
snowball effect.
It's a snowball effect, and then before you know it, they've dropped out.
Let's give them the contact information. Tell them how to get in touch with you.
Get in touch with me. My number for Smart Start Virtual Academy SVA is 504-521-6114. I'm Toni Hackett Antrum, the Hackett Group, 504-521-6114. Or you can email me, Toni@hackett-group.com. And we'll be able to find the right courses to help propel a student through.
And I really hope this helps some people, because I know a lot of people are shy. I've had people in my family and friends I had, and they were, I want to go back to school, but I'm afraid to fail. Or either, I got to go sit in that classroom with people with a bunch of dummies. That's what they feel. But it's not that. People have different life situations.
Absolutely.
And it comes up, and I think this is great because you do this from the privacy of home. And
really, I will say that this is a perfect opportunity for any kind of student-centered group, after-school program, a mentoring program, any kind of organization that's providing resources to students, church groups. I've had very active youth church groups where they are providing an after-school place for the students to take the classes. We can offer the computers even to them and to the community center, and try to enhance sort of their technology if they provide a good, safe place for students to come and work on their classes. A student has to be enrolled in a school, and so I think that this is a wonderful way to encourage students to come back into the system. With Smart Choice and SVA, you can take up to 5 classes, but you have to take at least 1 class at the
homeschool.
So if you, just to take an example, John Mack, and you may take a course there, but you may decide to go ahead and take your social studies and your science. We offer some great also electives. And I think that a lot of students must take some of these technology electives if you're going through a certain kind of course of study in high school.
And the big thing I want to emphasize, all of this is
all free. It's free. And free meaning no money, free. It is free. Here is one of these educational options, but parents and students, you have to get engaged. You have to look. I know a lot of parents went through the one-app process because they're looking to see the best school for their child. They're looking at, of course, the school choice, looking for the best school for their child. Here are some of the better courses for your child, and this is what's offered through Course Choice.
Now, hopefully I'll get you to be able to come to the conference and people can meet you personally and we can talk about it.
Absolutely.
But give me the contact information one time. We're going to wrap in a few minutes and go to break. But I want Toni to give you her contact information one more time so people can call you, because I think this is a great number.
Oh, it absolutely is.
So tell them how to get in touch with you.
Call at my office is 504-521-6114. And again, email Toni, Toni, at Hackett-group.com, Hackett-group.com. So I can be easily reached at all times. So.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much.
We're going to go to a break right now, and we're going to come back and we're going to have another opportunity here. It's going to be more entrepreneurial than this, but this is some great information. And then we'll close up again and we'll talk about the conference, and I'll see you back in just a minute.
Thank you. Merci. Merci, merci.
New Orleans would like to say,
thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thanks, America.
We love you.
We don't just say thanks. We play it. And now we'd like to say thank you in person. Come on down, America.
come for the history,
Come for the music. Come for the food.
Come for the art. Lots of fun. Come for the fun. Come feel good.
come for the people, come for beignets,
Come for the sweet sounds of jazz. Come for it all. We rolling, y'all. Come fall in love with New Orleans all over.
Come on, what you waiting for?
Every child is curious. George, look what I found. Turn their curiosity into a lifelong love of learning. That's a periscope. It's one of the most important gifts you can share. Create a curious reader. Oh, you want to build a castle like that one? This is super bedtime reading. Share a book together today. Visit read.gov.
Thinking of cooking? Think of your heart. I'm Mon, short for mono unsaturated fat. And I'm Polly, unsaturated fat. We're the Better Fat Sisters. We help lower your risk of heart disease. Have some of the foods we're in, like fish, nuts, and vegetable oil. That's right, sis. Eat less of those foods our bad fat brothers, saturated and trans, are in. They'll break your heart. Remember, we're better, but we're fats too. We all have 9 calories per gram, so go easy on the portions and spend more time with us.
The Better Fat Sisters. Be kinder to your heart.
All right, we're coming back from the break, and thanks for hanging around. And I'm going to mention Ask and Put one more time. On July 13th, there's going to be the Women's Business Summit, and it'll be at UNO. And if you're interested in coming, or you're interested in vending at this event, it's going to be great. It's free admission. 504-358-3299. 504-358-3299. Give them a call if you want to register. You have to register if you want to come, because there's going to be a registration table. And if you want to be a vendor, you can also call them and let you know, and they'll give you some more information about that. But without further ado, we talked about education in the first half, and I thought that was a great opportunity, and I hope a lot of people who need that take advantage of that. But I still have some people sitting on the fence out there, and they say, Reuben, I want to go into business. I don't know what I want to do. Well, we have somebody that has some opportunities here. I have with me sitting on the set today, Ms. Domonique DeCou. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much,
Small Business NOLA. Me and Domonique met at a business expo, and we hit it off right away, and she told me about some wonderful opportunities that I think a lot of people will be able to, do well from, at least get a start into whatever, and prosper and do well. But tell us a little bit about yourself. Where'd you come from? You from here, educationally? Tell us a little bit about it.
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, thank you so much, Reuben, for having me on the show. Sure. And I grew up here on the West Bank in Marrero. Attended Archbishop Blank High School. From there, actually went to Southern University in Baton Rouge. Got my undergraduate degree in psychology, and then moved all the way up to the Windy City to Chicago, Illinois, and pursued a postgraduate degree. Got my master's in industrial organizational psychology, and from there just began working in the nonprofit sector. Also went into for-profit, doing HR management and organizational development for a major retail chain in that area, and then I just got the nudge to just do something a little bit different, and that's how I ventured off into what I'm currently doing now. Right. Now, you have a wonderful opportunity. You're in the coffee industry pretty much, right? I am. I participate in the second largest traded commodity in the world, which is coffee. And tell us about, how did you get involved in that? How did that whole, now you told me a story when we last met. You met a friend at Southern University. Yes. You met somebody and they just kind of talked to you. Yes, well, it's funny how things always come full circle. I met a gentleman back when I was attending Southern University working on my bachelor's degree. And at the time, this gentleman was involved in a home-based business. He was involved in that industry, and I wasn't really too particular or interested in what he had going on at that time. But about 4 years ago, he gave me a call, and we kept in touch all that time. And he gave me a call and he said, you know, Domonique, I found a way for us to make a fortune on the internet utilizing less than 20 hours a week. And I said, well, what is it, David? And he said, coffee. The gentleman's name, by the way, is David. I'm an ETA. And he said, coffee. And I said, well, I don't even drink coffee.
I know, because I said the same thing to you, because I don't either.
Right,
it's funny how, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I didn't drink coffee, and so I didn't really pay much attention until, you know, that gentleman experienced a lot of success. I mean, he went from living at home with his dad to, at the age of 29, now earning millions of dollars through this opportunity in this company. And so just like any smart, intelligent person, I woke up and I smelled the coffee, and I took a look at the opportunity. And honestly, the company just instituted and used sound business principles, and really principles of building and creating wealth. And I realized that that was going to be my vehicle to go out there and to help millions of people to get out of their situation, whatever that situation might be, because, you know, due to the current economy, a lot of people are suffering in many different ways. A lot of people, whether it's on their jobs or whether it's due to layoffs, being downsized and sized any other way you could put it, and are really looking for an opportunity. And at that time, even though I was working and I was in a pretty good position, I was still looking for an opportunity. And that's how I heard about the company and partnered with the company back in April of 2011, and I haven't looked back since.
So you will sit down and do an evaluation or a consultation with somebody to see if they're right for the business and whatever else. I'm going to ask you to put up a contact information, and you tell them how to get in contact with you.
Yes, you can reach me directly at 504-650-1375 or via email at Domonique_DeCou@yahoo.com.
And again, this is for people, some people who, like I call it, quote unquote, sitting on the fence. They say, well, I want to do something, I don't know what I want to do. She has an opportunity. She's willing to sit down and talk to you about it. And this may be a way for people to initially go into business. This may be something that families can do together, because of course couples work together and stuff.
Absolutely.
And I know a lot of families that I have, they come back and say, well, me and my husband want to work together, or I'm going to work together with me and my kids, and we're going to try to do something together, and this is something to build. So you've been having some great success with this. So you've been traveling with it somewhat.
Yeah, definitely. I've been incredibly successful, and it's important for your viewers to know that I don't have a background in sales or in the industry of multi-level marketing, but the company that I'm a part of and the product that we distribute, the simplicity of it all really brings it down to where anybody can actually do this business and build a successful business and be as successful as so many other people have been around the world. Right now we're operating in over 30 countries with this opportunity, and so you have people that have 4th grade level education, you know, didn't go past the 4th grade, but are now earning a significant amount of income with this opportunity. And you also have single mothers that are building a substantial business with thousands of people out there. And so anybody can do it because of the simplicity of coffee. Everybody drinks coffee or knows someone who does, and so it'll allow those individuals to be successful. But it's an incredible opportunity.
You know, you and I talked about this, and as being a consultant, I've watched some things evolve in the last few years. McDonald's saw the success of Starbucks, and now McCafe is a huge part of their not only physical plant, because they built out a part of what they were built on hamburgers. Now they do a great deal of coffee now. And then I also made note to you, I know the other day that I was saying that I was watching a commercial, and Dunkin' Donuts, the logo is not even donuts. It's a cup of coffee. So,
yeah.
And another point I wanted to bring forward, and maybe you can talk to me a little bit about that. You said there's some health benefits to this, and this is a healthy product.
It is. Essentially, what we've done with this opportunity and with this product, because everything is really about the product, and it is an amazing product, and I definitely encourage folks to try it out. But what we've done is we've taken the #1 habit in the world, which is coffee, and we've infused it with the #1 herb in the world, which is Ganoderma lucidum. It's also known as a reishi mushroom, and a lot of people here in the States don't really know about it, but it's been used in in Chinese medicine for well over 4,000 years. So obviously something that's been around that long, there's some research surrounding it, and it's been found to have a lot of medicinal properties for the body. It oxygenates the body, provides you with more natural energy as well as vigor. It supports natural body detoxification, supports quality of sleep, improves quality of sleep, and really boosts your immune system. And so if viewers were to actually go and Google that herb, Ganoderma, and it's spelled G-A-N-O-D-E-R-M-A, they'll find over 3 million pages of third-party documentation about what doctors, researchers, and scientists have actually shown the herb to do for the body. So all of our products are infused with 100% organic Ganoderma, which allows people to get the health benefits as well as get the habit that they're used to consuming.
Now that's wonderful. And again, you started all this, you met a guy in school and he kind of introduced you to this.
Right.
Now, it's not a huge $1 million investment. I don't have to go sell my house, and then I don't have to spend, because I got to work. I'm going to say I go to work. Me and my wife go to work or whatever, and I'm going to say that. So how much time do you spend into this whole thing?
You know, honestly, I believe for someone to be successful, it really only requires maybe 12 or fewer hours per week investing into your own business. And the greatest thing about it is you're investing into you and your family's future or your children's future. And so, you know, the beauty about being in business for yourself is that you can dictate what your schedule is as opposed to someone else dictating that to you. But it doesn't take a large amount of time to actually build this business, and it's a very small investment. Typically people that open up traditional businesses typically don't see a profit, don't turn a profit until at least 5 years. And so this really allows you to invest at a very low level, at a low amount, but still allows you to return a great investment on that.
Now, I guess this all went so fast, we had to wrap up. So give me the contact information one more time.
Yeah, absolutely. I can be reached directly at Domonique_DeCou at yahoo.com. I believe it's right there on the bottom of your screens. Or you can reach me directly on via phone at 504-650-1375. I look forward to hearing from you.
And a free consultation.
Absolutely. You can call me and get more information, whether it's about the product, whether it's free samples. We do that. I can give you some free samples of the product. Or also, if you would like to know more about the business opportunity, if you're serious about creating something lasting for your family, I can also sit down and talk to you more about that as well.
Thank you very much for coming on. This went so fast. I got to get you to come back.
Yes,
and
please.
We'll talk some more. But hey, thank you for another edition of Small Business NOLA. We'll be back next month with a new version of it, and we're looking to do some other things. I thought we were going to announce about the radio show, but we're going to do that next month, and we'll be back on the air, probably on WBOK with that, and we're working out the contract. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next month on Small Business NOLA.
Take care.
You are now tuned in to the premier program for all of your business resources, Small Business NOLA, with your host, Reuben DeTiege.